Hi, everybody. Here on a very chilly, cold winter storm morning kind of day, I'm going to talk to you about fakery. Yes, fakery. And no, I'm not here to bitch about AI. Not at all. It's coming, it's here, it's whatever. There's something about it related, but I'm going to talk about what I notice, and I get paid to notice things other people don't. Fakery. Fakery can mean anything from this is good enough, an approximation of something, to outright misrepresentation of something that is verifiably true. Several points. You don't have to be a man, you don't have to be on too many social media platforms to notice all the fake people you get, you know, friend invites from. These incredible, supermodel types. What? The ones that look like they're airbrushed and, completely made of fiberglass and plastic. The people, that try to sell you something or try with the text, to say, hi, is this so and so? And expecting people to say, no, this is not that. And then, all the things, the misrepresentation, the fakery of identity to try and hook people into crime activities, I guess, right? And think, if you remember direct mail companies, they would be happy with a 1% return from all their mails to be effective. That's why direct mail is usually so ugly, because they didn't put enough value into it to spend enough money doing it. So, but fakery. So again, fake IDs, fake accounts, fake social media, fake people, fake friends, fake messages. It doesn't have to be fourth quarter to get, fake messages that say, oh, your package has been misdirected, so click here to, it's so desperate and it's so transparent. But here's another aspect of fakery. If you are a musician and you happen to play guitars, you may be aware that there are instruments from the major manufacturers, Fender and Gibson, that will sell you pretend old instruments where they make an instrument, they paint it and finish it, and they hand it off to someone who stresses it, who gouges it, who roughs it up, who ages and makes the parts look like they're rusting and corroding, putting belt buckle rash on the backside, cigarette burns, chips, and dings to make it look like you've had this forever when you didn't. Or someone else, maybe famous, had it and now you got it, which you didn't. Fakery. In that case, it's the feeling we want without doing the work. I really wish I'd bought a Les Paul 30 years ago and I toured with it and played with it and gigged with it, and then the smoke got to it and the finish started to crack and check, and I could say, this has got my soul in it. I faked that by paying for an expensive instrument and then paying for someone to screw it up on purpose so it gets twice as expensive for that feeling that I've got something that really isn't what I say it is, but I can pretend it is. Now, that industry didn't exist 20 years ago, but it's existing more and more and more and more in the guitar industry. Now, could you imagine people doing that with cars? Well, we haven't got to that point. Cars are supposed to be mint. But you can still get fake versions of cars that look like they're mint, but they never were. Now, if you get into fakery of AI, fake people. Now, I'm not the only person who thinks people will get to a stage where they will pay money to have virtual girlfriends and boyfriends, friends of any kind, AI that will talk to you, that will pretend to be something, that you really want in real life and you can't get it. Fakery. Part of it, as you can see, is criminal activity, right? Because they prey upon the weakness of human beings' loneliness to bring someone into a criminal experience. We have fakery where it's about something we want that we didn't actually do, but we want a picture of it. We want a fake representation of it to pretend we have something. So then you get into how people show themselves on social media. Their profile picture, maybe the videos they make, fakery. Here I am at an airport posing in front of a jet. Is it mine? I want you to think that it's mine, so you think I'm a billionaire and you can hire me for that. That's fakery. people who pretend to have success that they really don't have, right? Um, I'm a billionaire and I have all these people who are my clients and customers and followers and joiners. Well, how many of them have I made into millionaires, let alone billionaires? Fakery. It's the mask. It's the mask, not the reality. We fear reality. Every once in a while, a brave soul will say, look, I'm at wit's end. I'm going to go bankrupt. I can't afford my health care. I'm homeless, And what most people do when they're brought with this radical transparency and reality, they back away. Because some platforms don't let you unlike something like that. You have to sort of like it or support it, or, and the ones that let you put that's part of it. But even then, they don't support that kind of bad news truth because they think, they're going to ask me for money when I don't have enough, or they're going to ask me for something I can't give. We are being trained by social media to fake it, even if you're not really what you're faking about, because that's the only way to be seen as being safe, competent, successful, employable, hireable, lovable, lust afterable. Yes, technology gives us all the ways to make us look like something we're not, make things look like what they're not, in order to manipulate, to steal, to violate, and to show an unfortunate mask to deceive others into something. But if you back away a little farther, I think you can see the world is just getting comfortable with this idea. Most people don't try to change it, report it, or innovate a solution. They just go, more. You can't believe anything you see anymore. Can't believe anything you see anymore. Oh, God, but she's cute. Maybe, right? That's what they're hoping for. It's that just kind of acceptance of fakery. We're in a world of digital fakery. You can't believe anything you see anymore. Everything can be concocted and can be made, through technology, through, the movie effects and all the things you can get in your phone, all the apps that can do this to your face, that can swap your face to someone else. It's that growing accumulation of you can't do anything about the march of technology. You can't do anything about privacy and security. You can't do anything about cyber criminals. You can't really do anything about anything. So you just slouch on towards Bethlehem again. Or you slouch towards your own demise. In this world where fakery is a subconscious awareness or is a conscious irritation, when brands step into this world, when your business steps into this world, is there an option for radical truth? Or maybe there'd be fun to play with the fakery to an extreme level. Would it be interesting if Coca-Cola, Budweiser, or Nike or someone, actually went so far with the fakery, it looked ridiculously fake. And if they acted like, yeah, this is really us, but it's really not, that might be a way to sort of loosen it up and let people laugh about it. There's so many ways on the spectrum, can't get my hands to go as far as I want it to go, to deal with this problem. You can do it seriously, you can do it with comedy, you can do it with tenderness, compassion, with emotion. This world that we're 1 foot on the dock, 1 foot on the boat. We're still human beings, but we have this inevitable march and rush towards a fully digital experience. And in that in between, we're grappling with the idea of fakery. I can't believe what I see. What's this? I can't trust this. I can't trust that. Ooh, I so want to trust this. I so want to believe in this, but I can't. That's why sales are harder and harder. When the phone rings and you don't recognize the caller ID, it's different. Your calls get out and you just let it go to voicemail. Or if you do answer and you're burned again, damn, I'm not going to answer that again. Good luck for salespeople calling out of the blue. Fakery. It's a growing thing we can't stop, but we can control is how we think about it, what we do with that feeling, how we bring that to our business, how we bring that to a brand, how we bring it to each other. And I hope most of you will wake up to this and not just say, oh, look how bad this is, look how bad this is, because that just brings everybody down. Just realize we're becoming something. I don't know what it is, but we're becoming something every day. But this idea that technology used to be a thing and now it is completely immersed and imbued in our very physicality and then even our mentality, let alone if we ever get to being technology immersed and imbued. Yeah, yes, I use my monitors for light, so when it changes light, that's what it is. In other words, if you can get to the point where you can be comfortable with the idea that things are changing that you can't control, but you can control how you think about it, what you talk about, how you present it, and how you spread this to your friends. That is really key, I think. Really thinking about what do you think and say about it. And if you can change it, if you can bring an alternative, if you can do something to bring sanity or extended true humanness to the onrush of technology, if you can do that, message me. Let's talk about it. I have a couple ideas myself. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I've got a couple great ideas. We could talk about how to gently push it back while it's moving forward. Fakery. Does it bother you? Are you a purveyor of fakery on some level? What do you think about the onrush of increasing fakery? Is this fake? Nah.